crafters, it's Darling Craftlet or Raven here, and today is Pentastic Saturday, which means I have another pen tutorial for you guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Sailor Neptune wand inspired pen. I've been getting so many requests for Sailor Moon themed pens, and especially this one. It took quite a bit of trial and error, but I'm happy with the results. Well, let's get started. First, you're going to need your clay. For specific colors and materials I use, please check the description box below. You're going to need your clay tools and also some shapes, either in cookie cutters or some paper cutouts. You can also freehand your shapes if you wish. You are also going to need a rolling pin and or a pasta machine. Next, you will need a bakeable pen, some pliers, and optional, a paintbrush handle to ease in decorating. Remove the ink from the pen as this cannot go into the oven. Trim off two of the sides to create straight edges with your blade. Line up the pen, leaving some space at the top and the bottom, and trim away the excess. Manipulate the clay onto the pen, and again cut away any extra clay. You want to pinch and blend it all together. Now you can add the paintbrush to the pen to make things easier. Roll the pen with a flat hand on your work surface. Make sure to pop any air bubbles with either a needle tool or blade and blend it out. Repeat this process until your pen surface is smooth. Use your blade to create straight edges at the top and bottom of the pen. Next to the pen, cut away the excess. Then wrap it around the bottom of the pen, making sure to trim and blend. Also be sure to blend and round off the very bottom. You can use your blade to make sure the line around is even. Then you want to roll out some more gold clay in a thin sheet and cut out a thin ribbon. Now you can add it to the pen, again trimming away the extra and blending it all together. For the heart at the top of the pen, take 2 balls of gold clay and shape into a rounded cone. Add them to the top of the pen and blend them together to make a heart. If you would like to, you can also use your tools. Make sure both the front and back of the heart are nice and flat. Next, you want to roll out a thin sheet of teal and cut out 2 hill shapes like the ones you see on the screen. Then you want to place them onto both sides of the heart, keeping them as even as possible. Press them into place and blend on the bottom. Use the less appealing side to be your front. Only do this on this side of the heart. With more teal clay, create a ribbon and add to the bottom of the heart. Again, you want to trim away any extra and blend. That was on top of the pen. You also want to create one that is slightly pink clay and cut out 2 of the larger hearts. In one of them, cut out the smaller heart in the center. With that same small heart, you also want to cut one out of a sheet of periwinkle. Overlap the pink one on top and then add them onto the untouched large pink heart. You want to blend and smooth the edges. You're going to need some Bake and Bond or equivalent and later some wire for many of the next steps. To attach your heart, you want to add some Bake and Bond to the flat front heart, then put it in place. Fold it into a rounded crescent moon shape. You want to make sure that this is semi-flat in the front and the back. You can also... Now you want to take a ball of gold clay and reshape it into a cylinder. Then you want to create a space for the cylinder on the moon shape with your clay tools. Add some Bake and Bond and some wire, then you can attach the cylinder. I also took the time to insert 2 additional wire and more Bake and Bond to the top of the heart. After that, you can put everything together. For the start, take a ball of gold clay, flatten it slightly and pinch off 6 points. Keep reshaping with your fingers and tools until you get your desired shape. you should end up with something that looks like this. Add balls of gold clay with wire and Bake and Bond to all the points except for the bottom one. Wipe away any excess liquid clay. For the bottom, you want the wire to extend past the point. Create a circle indent with either a cookie cutter or needle tool in the middle of the front. Next, use your needle tool to outline the star. Then create lines from each of the points of the outline to the circle. Repeat the same on the back, but have all the lines meet in the middle. Create a space for the star directly above the gold cylinder with a ball tool. Add more liquid clay, and I chose to add on an additional wire here. Make sure to blend it in place because you don't want this piece to be too fragile so you can actually use your pen. Now the next part is a little bit tricky. I'll explain it as best as I can. You want to cut out a slice of the planet so when the disc is inserted later, it will be in the center of the space you're doing so. Oh, and some cotton swabs. Be sure to use a new swab on each color of clay. Once that's done, it's time to bake. And you want to bake your pen at 265 degrees Fahrenheit for 15. Before you continue work on your pen, make sure it's completely cool. Now you want to check that each half of the planet will rest flat on the disc. You can trim and shave off any excess with a blade as needed. And now it's time to paint. You want to add one large star and one small star to each side of the pink heart. After that's done, it should look something like this. Next, add on Neptune's symbol with some white or yellow paint. With a darker gold paint than what the star is, you want to add on some lines from the front to the back in each of the dips of the star. This is what that looks like. To put it all together, you want to use some strong glue, and I chose to use E6000. Wait until your glue is dry, then you can start glazing. I recommend a polyurethane or Varathane gloss varnish and a soft acrylic brush. After all your layers are dry, you can reinsert the ink and you're ready to transform. This is how my pen came out, and I am very happy with it. This pen, I would say, is usable, but remember to be careful as I feel like it is watching. If you like this video, please support me by giving me a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my channel for more crafty goodness, and I'll see you guys all soon. Bye! Did you know that I have a giveaway going on? To earn 2 extra entries, answer the question I asked during this video. More information and links can be found in the description box below. If you like this video, you might like these. Check them out by following the link in the description box or by clicking the screen.